What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan, aka Mini Superheroes Today. And in today's video, I'm actually going to show you something I've never showed a fan before, but you guys have been asking for it, so I'm about to do it. And that is a tour of my Lego city, which is going to be super fun. But in any case, I've got this case back here that I have all my pieces in here. So here's 1x1s, 1x2s, all of that crazy stuff. So this is where I build stuff. And I'm going to show you the city here in just a second, but in the meantime, if you like the music that you're hearing in this video, it's actually my music. I recorded pretty much all of the instruments you're hearing, and these are instrumental versions of songs that'll be on my album later this summer. So if you like it, here's a card. You can check out my original music channel, and in the meantime, let's take a look here at my Lego city. So you can see I built it here in a U shape, and I've got a seat in the middle here that lets me swivel around and take a look. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and shrink down to Lego size so I can show you everything that's going on in my Lego city. Alright, so we're starting off in the back corner of my city, and you can see that there's a park here, a little like Coast Guard mission thing back there, I'll get to that in a second, and then a beach over here. So you can see the beach has some people having fun there, but I'll get to that in just a minute. At first, I want to focus on the park here. So in the park, you can see I built this little mountain here. This guy's hiking. There's somebody taking photography up on the top of the hill. There's a couple on a date right over here. We've got the city waterfall fountain thing here. We've got a little Dalmatian lost in the park. Then, of course, we've got somebody for a walk with an umbrella, an old man fishing from the bridge, and all of that fun stuff. So, to break it down just a little further, this is an old base plate from some old, like, Lego town sets that had a nice little river printed on there, and then I built around it, built a bridge going off. I used this from the Fun in the Park set for a guy to go rock climbing. There's a dog by a park, and there's some frogs by the water, and all kinds of cool stuff going on there. So, that's basically the gist of this park, and I actually have another park on the other side of the city that's pretty cool too. So, moving back here, this is the Coast Watch, as you can see, and this is from back in, like, I don't know, maybe 2001, 2002. This entire thing is a complete set, so you can see there's, like, a base plate that it's built on top of. And what I did is I took 2x2, like, slant pieces here, and it basically holds it in the corner there, so when I move, I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with that, but in any case, it works for where we're at right here, right now. So, we've got the Coast Guard guys up there, and then the water's here. We've got a message in a bottle in the water. There's a guy kayaking, somebody kind of like parasailing there. And then looking at the beach, there's actually a lot of fun details here. Like here's a guy grilling out on the beach. Here's a kid building a sandcastle, two girls out catching some rays, and then of course Grandma in the back corner there hanging out at the beach. We've got a lobster up in the corner, so lots of cool stuff going on at the beach. And then inspired by the beach, I actually put this diner here because it reminds me a lot of Santa Monica, California, which I've spent a lot of time in, but I think it's really cool. And this is just the regular old diner modular build. So I didn't do anything additional there. I added some details like this Wi-Fi sign from the city sticker pack that came out not too terribly long ago. But in any case, that's about it. Just the regular old modular diner. Then moving over here, we've got a street cleaner, we've got the Spider-Man Homecoming bank in the back corner, so all kinds of fun little Easter eggs. But while we're looking here, I do want to go ahead and show you my design for the sidewalk. So I used lots of flat plates to build it, and then I used these little like pizza slice wedges on the end to round it out. So that's kind of the design, and basically I wanted to have a gray line running through the middle of the street, and then a light gray, bluish gray line on the outsides and the inside. So basically this runs on the inside, and then it's sandwiched between that lighter gray color. So you can see, just giving a scope over the whole city, that for the most part, my sidewalks all follow that scheme. Now, moving back over here, we've got some city traffic here with some various cars, and underneath my table, I actually store some of my vehicles that I don't have room for yet, but of course I'll have some room for them when I move here and build my city again. So, we've got a grandma here at the bus stop, pretty cool, and I put this beach party sign facing this way, because remember, the beach is right over there, so it makes sense that it's kind of close by. So we've got a grandma waiting for the bus here, that's pretty cool. And then we've got a little food court section here. So here's the bronze statue that came pretty recently in this set with the drone, which I have flying up here. But in any case, I thought that that'd be nice to put over here. We've got a hot dog stand that was a custom build that I built, the Bean There donut shop. Then we've got this burger shop with the flames from the most recent wave of city sets, as of this video, that is. We've got the Lego Store exclusive Lego store on the corner there. That's pretty cool. And then back here, we've got a set that was kind of like a sleeper set, but I really liked it. This was the gas station set, the Octane gas station. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, and you can tell, right, like the way I built my city is on this U shape. I built it this way so that I could sit here to take photos and do videos like this, although I haven't really done a ton of either of those, because it took me so long to finish and build this, and now I'm moving and gonna have to tear it down. But in any case, the only thing I don't like about this is that the wall's back there, so you can't access the inside. So hopefully when I move where I'm going to, I'll be able to access all the sides of this city and, you know, have it be accessible for play and all of that fun stuff. Not that I really play with Lego that much these days. Most of what I do is photo and video. But yeah, in any case, it's been years since I've played with Lego, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyways, we've got the Harley Quinn Capes and Cows Cafe back there from Lego DC Girls Super Friends or whatever that theme is. We've got a construction build back here, the Daily Bugle, another bank because Lego makes a ton of banks, a newsstand back there that I thought looked pretty cool, a creator house from ages ago. Then we've got the Ghostbusters Firehouse, and the cool thing about the firehouse here, I built it in a way that there would be lots of dead space on this side, because you can actually open up the firehouse, kind of tricky to do with one hand, but I built it so that there would be nothing on the street that would prohibit you from opening the firehouse and seeing the inside. So I still need to do a full review on the firehouse. I've just never gotten around to it. I will at some point, but basically I wanted to build it that way so that you could have full access to the street and still open the firehouse. So moving over here, just the way that the table's laid out, I had to order some of these. I think they're like 16 by 8 plates or something like that. I can't remember the exact size, but you can see that they're wide enough for one car. So here's a car that it can go down. So it turns it into a one-way street. But because the Ghostbuster building is so much longer than all of the other buildings, you can see how much further it comes out here compared to the other buildings that are all basically about the same size. I had to go ahead and make some changes, but luckily the math added up that it lines up perfectly in the back. You can see in the alleyway there that this building lines up with this building as far as the plates that they sit on go. And then adding this extra plate here lined up pretty well with the street. So that was the best thing that we could do to match that. Then here, you can see I've got the mansion from Jurassic World. You can see Vision up here in the window, and I actually converted it into an X-Men or Avengers Mansion. I haven't quite decided what I want it to be yet, but circling up and over, I'll show you the back here in a minute, but you can see that, you know, that's what it looked like, and I made the back accessible for, like, setting up scenes and photos and things like that. So here's the street. We've got a TARDIS out here. We've got Marty McFly late for school. We've got the pool hall, the detective's office, which is the technical name for it here. I got this on Facebook Marketplace for 80 bucks, this entire building, so I had to make sure that I could get that in the city. Up top here, I've got my logo brick, so I put that up there, and then Superman is on top of this construction rig, and I thought that this was pretty cool. It's like an action scene for the whole thing there. So we've got the brick bank in the corner here. You can see what this end of the street looks like. We've got the hospital in the back corner. I'll show you that in a minute. Sanctum Sanctorum and Peter Parker's apartment. Then we've got this park here, which is pretty cool. We've got a guy doing jumps. We've got camping in the back. The couple that's camping is having some sandwiches. We've got a guy cutting up a log here. And then I used these 2x4 plates to make like a little path through the park. I thought that that looked nice, just added a little extra detail. And now we're getting into the south side of town because we've got the Palace Theater right here, which is just a great modular. I've never gotten to do a review on that either, but I'm planning to at some point. And I figured since this is kind of like Hollywood, Emmett and Lucy's house should be right next door there. So I put them there, and then I custom built this. The top part is an actual creator build, but the 2 floors below it are actually custom built by me. So I built that to just kind of round out the corner here. And then I built a food market here. So you can see that this guy's trying up some carrots. We've got a chef picking out his fruits for the day. So lots of cool stuff there, and I really like this food market, which you can see right there. It was inspired by this sticker that came with the Lego City sticker pack. But in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and swivel around here just so you can see the full scope of the city and what we've got going on here. So it's pretty cool, and the next segment of the video is actually gonna be me showing you the insides of the buildings on the furthest end, like the Avengers X-Men Mansion thing that's here. I haven't decided which one I want it to be yet, so it's a little of both. I'm going to show you the back of the hospital, and I'll show you the back of this building I custom built too. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Okay, so for the building I custom built, there's currently nothing on the bottom floor. If anybody needs a rental space or something, you could do that. But the top floor is just an apartment here. We've got a couch from the Lego City DC Girls set that's way back in the corner over there. That's what's here. We've got a TV and everything, and then up top, we've got somebody kind of storing their arcade. In fact, maybe I should make the bottom floor an arcade. What do you guys think? I just had that idea right now. But then the top floor is also an apartment. So here's Emmett and Lucy's house, and I designed the city in a way that you could still open Emmett and Lucy's house. So, you know, no harm, no foul there. You could still get inside. Here's the back of the movie theater. Here's the back of the park, so you could see how deep this city is. I mean, here's my hand for scale. This city is absolutely massive. Here's Peter Parker's bedroom and Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. And then this is the hospital. Now, you may recognize that this is the most recent hospital that's currently available in the LEGO City line, but I actually didn't really like the way that that hospital was built, and it didn't really fit in with my city, so I tore it apart and I built my own hospital using all of those pieces plus a few extras. So you can see this guy's here for an eye exam. He's getting his, eyes checked out. There's a little convenience store in the hospital over there. This door slides open, pretty much based off the hospital design of the currently available set. There's some people waiting here in the emergency room. Upstairs, we've got a guy running some lab tests. So you can see that just like the original set, if you press this button, it casts a light against the wall. Kind of hard to see with the camera here, but it's showing an x-ray. So that's pretty cool. And then the top floor is the maternity ward. So she's just had a baby, there's the baby, we've got a stroller over here, and all of that's good. So zooming out, just coming out a little closer, I used this vintage base plate, which I think is from like the late 80s or 90s or so. But in any case, I thought that that looked cool to have like almost a little courtyard for the hospital, you know? And then over here, we've got the brick bank. So here's a good look at the whole city so that you can see exactly how big it is. It's pretty cool. And the tables that I bought, I actually didn't mention this earlier. These black tables I bought on Amazon, and I would not recommend them. Normally, I would put a link in the description for something like that, but they're actually not all the same size. So I had to take pieces of paper, fold them in half, and put them under different buildings to make them like the same height. And the best example of that is right here. See this big gap between these two buildings? That's exactly what's going on here, is that the table dips. See how we've got one table right here and we've got one table right here. This table is taller than that table, so it makes these two buildings disproportionate in the way that they sit. So sadly, there's nothing I can do about it, and when I move, I'll just get new tables, but that's definitely a bummer. So now we're around the back side of the Avengers Mansion, and here's what we're looking at here. I haven't actually fully decorated it yet, but I used this little, I used this little corner piece from Lego Ninjago just to, round it out a little bit, but we've got the Triceratops skull from Jurassic World, and this is basically just based on the Lockwood Estate Mansion from Jurassic World. And I just am redecorating it to be an Avengers compound. So that's what it looks like. Let me know if I should make it Avengers or X-Men. I mean, I obviously have more Avengers characters, so it's more appealing for that. But in any case, I'll stop talking about that and just give you one little glimpse around the city. Really cool stuff, guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and give you my final thoughts as we wrap up this city tour. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this tour of my LEGO city. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out and let me know what your favorite part of this city was in the comments below. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until next time, build on.
If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.